Hi friends, I welcome you all at Crack Rate B. As you all know that we are running a lecture series for covering your syllabus for this Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. And in this video we are going to discuss food fortification. Before moving ahead, I would like to inform you that we are providing course for covering syllabus of this food safety and standard authority of India, and we are providing this course at rupees 1699. We are covering following topics in our course. Under part B functional knowledge, we are giving Indian and international food laws. FSSAI role, function and initiative. I have already uploaded videos for covering this role and function and initiative of this authority. We are also giving subject matter knowledge like principle of food preservation, processing and packaging, principle of basic food chemistry, their role and humans. Moreover, we are providing 10 computer-based tests included in this course. If you want to purchase our course, you can order this course by visiting our website or our app. As you will subscribe for our course, hard copy of this course will be sent at your registered address without any extra charges. Moreover, we are also providing some video lecture for this upcoming exam for this technical officer and safety officer. So in this video lecture, we are giving you some videos related to the topic which are under your syllabus, and we are providing some conceptual based videos like what is food fortification. So you are able to understand very easily what is the food fortification and the relevant current topic. What are the government schemes run related to this food fortification in India, history of food fortification in India. So you can purchase our course, and by purchasing our course, you will get the hard copy, and with the help of the video lecture, you are able to clear your concept. So we'll start our lecture today by covering the Global Hunger Index 2021. I will touch upon the important facts and figures which is related to your syllabus. What is our topic for today? Our topic for today is fortification. So I will touch upon the important point of this Global Hunger Index 2021, that how this Global Hunger Index 2021 is related to your process of fortification. So in this figure, you are able to see this Global Hunger Index 2021. The rank of India is 101 out of 116 country. It is too poor ranking which is secured by our country. And with the sufficient data to calculate 2021 GI scores. What is the score of our country? It is 27.5 only. The rank is 101 and the score is 27.5. So this is a very, very poor ranking. This is a very, very bad score which was secured by our country. Now these are some important points regarding this Global Hunger Index. First of all, India has ranked 4th among the South Asian countries. It is the only 15 other countries ranked below in India. You can see here, because there are total 116 countries and 101 is the rank which is secured by our country. So only the 15 countries are far behind, behind our country, India. The ranking of our neighbors like Bangladesh, it is 76, Nepal 76, Pakistan 92, fared much better than India on this index. In 2020, our rank was 94 among the 107 countries. The most important point to be noted here is from that we are declining in points from last 2 decades. It means in last 22 years we have lost 10 points in this scale. India is also ranked among the worst in child wasting or weight for height. So its performance was worse than Djibouti and Somalia. These are the African countries. In terms of child wasting and weight for height, we are lagging behind the African countries like Djibouti and Somalia. So this is the situation of our country in terms of global hunger index. As you all know that we are the surplus country in grain production and each and everything, we are surplus. But according to this global hunger index, we are at 101 position and we are lagging behind this Bangladesh, Pakistan and Djibouti and Somalia. So this is the real situation of our country in terms of hunger. So what our government is doing for improving our rank, for taking measures for this hunger problem in our country, the government is running many programs, like they are running Eat Right India movement. It is run by the FSSAI. Poshan Abhiyan, it is run by the Ministry of Women and Child Development since 2018. Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana, it is also run by the Ministry of Women and Child Development since 2017. And the most important program run by the government to measure this global hunger problem in our country, the food fortification. We are going to discuss this food fortification in detail in upcoming subsequent slides. Now we are also running this National Food Security 2013 Act. These are the measures which government has taken to counter the problem of global hunger index in our country. Now, the word you will listen, you will heard in this video is again and again is the hidden hunger and the micronutrient deficiency. So before starting fortification, you should have a knowledge of that what is the hidden hunger, what is the micronutrient deficiency, because these terms are directly related to the food fortification. So before moving ahead, you should know what is the meaning of this hidden hunger, micronutrient and deficiency. So there are some definitions which is related to this food fortification. Like what is the meaning of the hunger? What do you understand by the hunger? Hunger is distress related to the lack of food. What is the malnutrition? Malnutrition is a condition, is a abnormal psychological condition typically due to eating the wrong amount and or kinds of foods encompasses undernutrition and overnutrition. What is the undernutrition? It is a deficiency in energy, protein and micronutrient. And what is the undernourishment? It is the chronic calorie deficiency with consumption of less than 1800 kilocalorie a day. The minimum most people need to live a healthy, productive life. Overnutrition is the excess intake of energy micronutrients. Why I am discussing this definition with you? Because you should have a knowledge. When you are going to learn about the food fortification, then what are the meaning of this hunger, malnutrition, undernutrition and undernourishment or overnutrition. Okay, now what is the hidden hunger? The hidden hunger is the meaning. Actually, you all have heard about the word. This is the micronutrient deficiency. This micronutrient deficiency is also known as the hidden hunger. So it is a form of undernutrition that occurs when intake or absorption of vitamin and mineral is too low to sustain good health and development in children in normal physical and mental function in the adults. What it cause? It cause include poor diets, disease or increased micronutrient need to met during pregnancy and lactation. What is the micronutrient deficiency? It is also known as the hidden hunger, and it is mainly the lack of the vitamin, lack of the mineral, which is too low to sustain good health. In a nutshell, we can say that it is directly related to the vitamin and minerals. Now, the food can be divided in two parts. The one is macronutrient and the second is micronutrient. Macronutrients are carbohydrates, protein and fat. And what are the micronutrients? Micronutrients are the vitamins and the minerals. So, the deficiency of these micronutrients in vitamin and minerals is known as the micronutrient deficiency, or it is also known as the hidden hunger. Why hidden hunger? Because it is not necessarily it is not taken by the people seriously, because vitamins and minerals can be taken additionally with the foods what you are taking in terms of carbohydrate, protein and fat, but the role played by these vitamins and minerals are very important in our good health in our body, because deficiency of these micronutrient can be very dangerous for our health and for our lifestyle, for our life. Okay, so this food fortification is related to this micronutrient. Actually, micronutrient I have already told you in previous slide, and it is minerals and vitamins. Now, we will come to the topic. First of all, some points related to micronutrients I want to share with you. For example, if any person is not taking vitamin A in its daily diet, then what will happen? The vitamin A is very useful for proper growth, reproduction, immunity and cell differentiation. And it also helps in making the bones healthy and maintain the skin and mucous membranes. And it is also important for night and color vision. So this is the importance of vitamin A. Now we will see that how you can take this vitamin A, or I mean to say what are the various resources of this vitamin A. The resources are papaya, broccoli, dried apple, carrot, tomatoes and sweet potatoes, peas. So my question is from you that whatever the sources I have told you, are you taking this vitamin A from these resources, or these resources or sources are part of your daily intake? So your answer will not be yes, because the sources which I have told you, generally the persons are not taking these sources in their daily intake. So these are the reasons we required fortification of the food. Okay, so why I have told you about this vitamin A, there are many vitamins like vitamin D, there are many minerals like calcium, zinc. Generally, these calciums, these minerals and these vitamins are not taken by a person in a very comprehensive manner or in a very detailed manner. We can say that person is not taking these vitamins and this mineral in their daily intake. So deficiency of these vitamins and minerals are causing micronutrient deficiency, and it is called the hidden hunger in other terms. So these are the requirement that we required for fortification to increase the daily intake of these vitamins and minerals in our life. Before moving ahead, there are some points related to the history of food fortification in India, because this food fortification concept is not new to our country. Way back in 1953, our government has started fortification of the Vanaspati hydrogenated edible oil with vitamin A and vitamin D. In 1960, we have started a program of fortification of salt with iodine. This is called the iodized salt program. And in upcoming years, government has recommended fortification in each of the 10th, 11th and 12th 5-year plan. and initiatives such as ICDS, midday meal, PDS are aimed at those at the highest risk of malnutrition. So this concept of food fortification is not new to our country. This is a very old concept, and we are running many programs for this food fortification in our country since 1953 to 2021. In my upcoming video, I will discuss some recent initiatives taken by the government for this food fortification. This is part 1 of our video. We will discuss all the rest thing in part 2. Now, what is the need? The need I have told you about the need in the global hunger index, because you are able to notice that the rank of our country is 101 amongst the 116 countries. So you can say that we are surplus country in grain, we are producing more milk, more egg, but why we are facing the hunger problem in our country? Why we are facing the hidden hunger in our country? Why? Because we are our food habits, our habits for taking daily intake, which required in terms of mineral, vitamins, is not good, is not as per the standard set by the World Health Organization. So this is the reason we are lagging behind in the Global Hunger Index report. We are securing the 101 position among the 116 country, far behind the Southeast Asian country like Bangladesh, Nepal and Pakistan. This is also the data, if you will find the National Family Health Survey 4th. According to this data, 58.4% of the children between 6 to 59 months are anemic in our country, lack of blood. 53.1% women in the reproductive age group are also anemic in our country, according to this NFHS 4 survey. 35.7% of children are under 5 are underweight. So this is the actual condition of our people in our country. It is also estimated that 50 to 70% of these birth defects are preventable, but one of the major cause is the deficiency of the folic acid. This is also important. This is also called the micronutrient which is required by our body, folic acid. So major micronutrient which is prevalent in our country is A, D, zinc, folic acid. So these are the supplement, these are the micronutrient which is required by the by our people in a very major quantity. We are lagging in this nutrient, in these minerals, especially in our country. I am talking about the India. So what government is doing? The government is doing fortification of the food for countering this problem of hidden hunger in our country. Now, what is the meaning of this fortification? Fortification is the addition of the key vitamins which I have told you, that is iron. The iron is the most important. Iodine, zinc, vitamins A and D. To staple food. What are the staple food? Staple foods just like rice, wheat, which foods you are taking regularly in your daily intake. These are called the staple foods. Oil, milk and salts. If I will ask you to eat sweet potato to fulfill the needs of vitamin A in your body, then you are not going to eat it regularly, because you are not going to purchase sweet potato from the market. But you are taking daily rice, you are taking daily wheat, you are taking daily oil, milk and salt. So what we are doing? We are doing fortification of these staple food with these minerals and these vitamins. So they are fulfilling the needs of this micronutrient into your body. So this process is called fortification. It is a very simple method to counter the hidden hunger, to counter the micronutrient deficiency in our body. So these nutrients may or may not have been originally present in the food before processing, but with the help of the processing, we are providing micronutrient in terms of chemical, in terms of other form in the staple food. This process is called fortification. The fortification in this figure, you can see that this is a figure taken. I have taken this figure from this FSSAI, that double fortified with the iron and iodine in terms of salt. Wheat are fortified with iron, folic acid and vitamin B12. Rice is iron, folic acid and vitamin B12. And oil is vitamin A and vitamin D, and milk vitamin A and vitamin D. We are fortifying these all resources with the micronutrients which are deficient in this food. So this whole process is called fortification. In detail, we will discuss all about this, how this salt is fortified, what are the current limits prescribed by the authority. So these all we will discuss in upcoming videos. So this was all from my side from friends today. In my upcoming video, we will discuss what is the fortification process, what are the government initiative taken by the government for this fortification in our country. So in my upcoming video, we will discuss all these things. So for today, it was all from my side. I will come up with more video. Thank you and happy learning.